right, when we talk about your health tonight, we're going to be focusing on winter skincare. Joining me now is the famous Dr. Mitchel Goldman from UCSD. He's got some products for us. We're talking hair, skin, lips, everything that sort of gets dry this time of year.
Yes, and it really does. Even though sometimes it's raining here, San Diego is a coastal desert. In the winter months, it gets really dry. So the most important thing is prevent the dryness. And of course, do what your mom always said, 8 glasses of water a day. We want to hydrate from within. If you have the cold or flu, you're taking antihistamines, it's going to dry you out. So that's your #1 thing to do.
All right, so besides water, are there other kind of simple home remedies that people can do if they're still feeling like super dry in their skin?
There is, and it's really easy and it's not expensive. When you take your bath or your shower every day, use an unscented soap. Only take a bath or shower for 5 minutes. That'll save water too. And after 5 minutes, towel yourself off and then use baby oil to lock in the moisture. You're not going to be really greasy, but you're going to lock in that moisture. Baby oil costs a few cents to use. That's the best way to protect your skin.
Could you use other oils? I know our Aloha likes coconut oil or other kind of olive oil, things like that, if you don't want to use baby oil?
Well, you can. Coconut oil is great, and of course everyone wants to be as beautiful as Aloha. Yes. Olive oil I wouldn't do, and the reason is if you put olive oil on, there's certain yeasts that love this olive oil, and then you can get those little white patches called tinea versicolor, and that's due to olive oil. So I would stay away from the aisle if you want to be like Aloha coconut, but just baby oil is probably good enough.
That's simple. Okay, so what about some other, I know for your face, there's a lot of, sometimes you can overwash your face, or people load on the moisturizer and then they feel too greasy. What are some tips for face care? They really do.
Well, we've brought a number of good, really nice products for the face, and there's products from a wide variety of companies. Essentially, if you're really dry, you want to maybe put a hydrating mask on, like this one that's over here from Fido. You also, it's very important not to use products on your face that have lots of oxidants or antioxidants. So you want to try to avoid the glycolic acids, the retin-As, the retinols, the irritating ones when you're in the dry weather on the face.
And are there mistakes that people make when it comes to actually washing their face aside from just the products?
It is. The biggest mistake is overwashing. Now, you know there's a lot of brushes that you can use to sort of exfoliate the skin off, but you really don't want to exfoliate your skin more than maybe twice a week at most. So if you're exfoliating too much, if you're using a harsh cleanser, if you're using like a scrub brush, that's not good, especially if you have acne or anything irritating.
I like those Clarisonics. I use those a couple times a week.
We've showed them on this episode, and yes, those are my favorite too, because it uses an ultrasonic energy.
All right, let's talk about lips. We all want beautifully kissable, plump lips. So what are some of the things that we can do to care for our lips, especially during this time of year?
Well, wearing beautiful lipstick, of course, is a good idea. There are a number of different products, including good old coconut oil, but this is actually one, I don't have any stock in the company, called Aven. I think this is my best moisturizer. It's just a very, very good hydrator for the lips.
All right, and then lastly, let's talk about hair. I know I have this issue that I feel like, oh man, my split ends are coming. I call my stylist, and so there's got to be some things we can do to...
Well, there is. Unless you're like Lauren and I, where we don't have to really worry about the dry hair.
You guys have beautiful hair.
There's what little we have. There are some products that are really good. Now, you don't want to do anything harsh to the hair, especially if you color it or if you're putting in perms or things of this sort, because hair is not living skin. It's actually dead. It's keratin. But there are things you can do. You can take different types of vitamins for your hair that actually do work to strengthen them, and you can also use special types of shampoos that you can get from your dermatologist or your hair salon that are going to be more hydrating. It's going to lock the water into the hair. Most important thing with hair, try not to over treat it. When you're using those straightening types of combs or stuff that obviously I don't have.
You use them all the time.
Yes, you know, you have to be very careful, because when you're heating your hair up, that's also going to disrupt the keratin, and so it's going to make it more brittle and fragile.
You got to get the flat iron sprays. See, stick with me, Dr. G. I'll tell you all about the hair stuff.
We're a good team.
All right, thanks, Dr. G. Lauren, I'll send it back over to you.